All right, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Niche Down podcast, where we believe in two things. Niching down is the eternal truth of the universe, and money's not real. So
it's never been real.
Just our daily reminder to everybody out there who has forgotten those two very important facts.
End the show right there.
That's
the whole podcast.
Let's walk out.
We're done.
No, which everybody doesn't know that, so that's everybody needs a reminder.
Everyone does need that reminder.
We're back from Vegas. We're back in the office, freaking trying to get our dopamine receptors reset and back to a normal, acceptable level.
Some of us have different strategies than others, Aaron.
Aaron's got a good strategy. How about you tell us your
good.
Tell us what your move has been to.
I was already fully dopamine maxed, so I saw some areas where I can leverage that into improving my life. So it's like I'm already maxed out on dopamine. Delete TikTok.
Smart.
And then let's keep the dopamine high. Mm-hmm. Download online casino games on my phone. And just pump my free time into those. Yeah. And then I'll wean off so I'm not going cold turkey.
Smart.
And by the time I'm down, no more TikTok. And I'll be getting better at Baccarat and Blackjack for the next time we're in Vegas.
There you go, dude.
Flawless. Some of us have thought this through and already strategized.
Flawless technique. I've gone the other way. We were talking about it before. We had a pretty crazy post. Everybody can go check my Instagram if they want. Gauge the Greek that got a pretty significant amount of followers. So I'm not normally like an Instagram guy at all, but I've just been locked on my phone like an asshole. Just like, oh, look at all these people that give a fuck about me. Like, just a dumbass, dude. I'm just hook, line, and sinker. Yep. Mark Zuckerberg, I am his bitch. Like, he got me.
It's all right.
I've spent so much money on Meta between business ads and whatever else, and then he's now got my full attention, so it is what it is. So my dopamine levels I'm still caffeine to the freaking tits, like, can't stop, just itching to go back to Vegas.
I'm hearing, it's kind of what I'm getting from this conversation is we got to go back. Got to go back.
But no, we're back in the office, grinding it out. I always do. It seems like once a month I'll do a post. The boring part pays for the fun part. So we got to do that part too. It's a necessary evil, sadly, but it's all good. We're back at it, and it's probably better for us. We wouldn't want to do that for 30 days really on tough. End. We would die, staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Dude, it took me a full 3 days to like actually recover sleep-wise.
Yeah.
Because the thing is,
there
like,
it was hefty.
When you're hammering caffeine too, not only are you sleeping late, but then like your sleep's not actual sleep, know?
Yeah.
You're not hitting those REM cycles. You're just not.
I think you're right, though. Degeneracy is not lineal.
Yes.
It's exponential.
It is exponential.
Degeneracy follows an exponential curve, and I think we were nearing kind of
we were hearing the upslope here, dude.
Yeah. And you give us even one more week there.
It's just gone. It's absolutely
gone. We're up $900,000 on Baccarat.
I'm living on the strip with nipple tassels
yes.
at that point.
Absolutely, dude. No. But yeah, back at it. Working on some exciting stuff for the business. For those that don't know, we make our money selling rain gutters. The business is in Salt Lake City, Utah, with the data center situation going on right now. A large part of our business is rain collection. And there's some exciting stuff going on there. It's a little weird to be in a business where if things are going bad for other people, they're kind of good for us, which is kind of the nature of our business in general. Like if somebody's basement flooded, we're like, woo, you need new rain gutters. So
like, cool.
Kind of
you got to work with us now.
The nature of solving problems for people is like, it's good for you when they have problems, which is a strange thing about capitalism in general, I guess.
It does make you feel a little bit better about, like, you're not selling them bullshit. Like, you're selling them
it's good
something they need.
It's good.
I don't want to sell ice cream to make kids happy. I want to sell cancer treatment.
Yeah, it's a good point. No, so
a lot more expensive than ice cream.
That's right.
But yeah, no, and like I said, it's strange that like, I don't know, a statewide drought is like good for us, and people are like, hey, fix that problem. We're freaked out, but it is what it is. It's the nature of it, and so we're in here hammering away on all that stuff. We're gonna get some good ads going on and get those popping off. I don't know if you guys, you guys probably, I haven't even talked to you guys. I figured out a way to juice up the text leads. Pretty
Sweet.
crazy. So
Nice.
in the last 2 days, we've had 17 of those come in since like 5 p.m. last
Wow.
night. So I haven't even told you guys that, but yeah, lead flow is going to get crazy. We're going to be working our butts off, so that way,
We can go right back.
we're just going to go back and forth. We're going to be freaking snowbirds that are also in Vegas when it's sunny too. Like,
Yep.
yeah, no. But yeah, lots of good stuff there. What about you guys? What's going on in your lives since you've been here?
I've been in the lab, dude.
Yeah, Ethan's
just
been working his
freaking
balls
cooking. I just with Memorial Day this week.
Yep.
The weird thing about service business that I've found out is the same thing in door-to-door sales. Is that whole week after is extremely slow.
Yep.
Talked to my little sister who's out in Florida right now, selling door-to-door pest control, and she's had a terrible week. And I'm like, hey, yep, that's kind of par for the course on that, because they always tell you, I hated the managers that would say this, like, everybody's home on Memorial Day. No, they're not. They're at barbecues,
not
dude.
the people with money.
Not the people with money.
People
They're out
with
doing
money
stuff.
are on the freaking
They're
lake.
boating.
Yeah.
I promise you they're boating. And so I hated when managers would say that and then give you a rich hood because not a single person was home. So my little sister was complaining about that. And we were just laughing that it was a slow week. But that's made a lot of time to get going on the water collection stuff, which
Yep.
is huge.
Yep.
But also just, getting this podcast set up, getting the first episode out there. Apologies for some of the camera angles in there. We were kind of dealing with Gage's house in Vegas that we, a little bit different things to coordinate.
Dude,
but
and it's fine. We're
it's
rookies,
great.
dude. We're noobs. We're
That's
just
right.
noobing on. We just show up, we throw a camera up somewhere,
and we get going.
and we talk shit, and
Yep.
that's it. The whole impetus for. I don't think we've talked about this. The whole impetus for this podcast was, hey guys, let's just do what we do in the office
And
for
just
an hour
record
or
it.
two every day anyway
Oh, yeah.
on camera.
Yeah.
And it'll be entertaining,
Yep.
and it'll at least entertain us, which is all that actually matters.
That is true.
And if it entertains anybody else, then sick. And if it doesn't, then they can fuck off too. It doesn't
And
matter.
if this entertains you, then
Yeah.
add this to your followed podcasts on Apple. Follow us on Spotify. We're live both of those places, as well YouTube, full episodes with video right there.
Or don't.
You can find us
Whatever.
anywhere.
We love you anyway. We're your my favorite sales line. We're your best friend either way, dude. So if you don't, we're still gonna do this. I don't care if we get one viewer a week, and it's me.
And it's just Gage
Because I
rewatching.
want to watch myself suck, dude. No.
all big podcasts start out with someone saying that, and then they have $200,000 just studio space.
Goes,
so
yeah. No. Fast forward 6 months, and
Yeah.
we're like in the penthouse at the Aria, and that's our podcast studio.
well, no,
So
we do it at
sick.
Caesars. We do it at Caesars.
We learned a technique for anybody out there who goes to Vegas. There is one rule when you're in Vegas. You just start at Caesars and you see where your life goes.
Let Caesars take you where you need to go.
Just go mog a little bit there.
That is the jump off point.
That's a
It
jump
is.
off point. That's the play that is
Oh, yeah.
drawn up. It works every time. It's a 9-yard slant. You can spam that forever until the end of time.
Just a little X out and you're good.
Nothing bad ever happens.
I was talking to one of my buddies who is probably the biggest degenerate I know, and I was like, "Hey, this was the move." As it turns out, was to start at Caesars and then go where Caesars took you. And he was like, "Yeah, I get it." He's like, "Did you guys park valet out front?" And I sent him a picture of all 3 cars out front.
No, dude. We freaking parked across the street like homeless.
So he's a weirdo, and he has I don't know, the players' cards, they go up in status every time
That's cool.
you get more points. And he has like the diamond preferred status at Caesars. So his valet is free permanently.
It's cool.
And so he can park up front permanently for free
Okay.
because he spent so much money at Caesars.
See, and that's
A
where
little bit of a
The
different
Compton
game
Valet
there.
for life.
For
dude.
life, yeah.
and
Good
that's
for them.
I
That's
know.
where they get you, dude. They kept hammering me to
You
get
can
players.
park out front.
Everywhere we went, they kept hammering me to get players cards. I'm like,
yeah.
no, I'm not getting comfy here. I'm here to steal from you and leave. That's my maneuver here, and I don't intend to do anything else. By the way, I just saw this. Did you see the Caesar's Palace is getting sold / bought? 4.3 Bs.
No way.
Fat.
Yes, by Tillman Fertitta, who is the cousin of like Lorenzo and Frank Fertitta, who started the UFC with Dana White. And so we were just talking about that.
Wild.
We're like, what's this thing worth, dude? Turns out it's worth
4.3
billion.
Bs. Holy cow.
1 year's revenue is all. That's it. It seems,
Interesting.
It seemed
1x.
Well, I know that
what it
Vegas
sold
has
for.
been
EBITDA.
losing money.
What the?
but still
That's crazy.
So probably like I don't know,
Yeah.
5.
Wild.
5x or something.
Wild.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But we were all talking. We were like, "How much does this thing cost to replace?" That's to me. That sounds
Yeah.
like a killer deal because we were looking at this. We're like, "This thing can't cost less than $15 billion to like
If
tear
it-
down
Oh, yeah.
and rebuild."
If
right?
it's not too late to back out, whoever's making decisions for Caesars, I'll put together an offer. 100% seller finance, 0% down.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I'm passionate about what I do.
There it is.
I will come in and I will. We'll turn this thing into
Profit machine.
the actual Caesars.
There you go. That's
we will
amazing.
resurrect Caesar himself. He'll be on a throne 24 hours a day. You can come take pictures with him.
Oh yeah,
No, dude. Yeah. No, I just saw that like
it's wild.
yesterday. I saw it.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Like, dang, 4.3 billion. I thought that was low. Like, if you had asked me, like, what do you think somebody buys this thing for? Because that's where, I mean, you compare it to other stuff, right? I think the Dallas Cowboys are worth like 7 to 8 billion. So that's a franchise. Yeah, I don't know. Something that spits off, 4 billion a year cash.
It's
in
pretty
gross.
crazy.
It seems like it'd be worth more than that. Maybe their margins aren't what we think they are. Maybe
Yeah.
their expenses are just ballistic, dude.
I mean, they probably are a little bit
I doubt
ballistic.
anyone paying $4 billion over or underpaid for it. So
Yeah,
there's a reason it's
no, I'm.
selling exactly where it's at.
Yep.
I
I'd be curious to see the intricacies of that
Yeah.
deal. So, but yeah. Anyway,
I had something I wanted to bring up because obviously Caesars is where you start.
Yep.
We also hit Circa quite
Yep.
a bit. And the Circa Valet parking lot, I think, looks pretty freaking cool. The lights overhead are
Definitely
pretty tight.
the coolest one on camera.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Coolest one on camera. But the ability to MOG, not even close to the same as Caesars.
Yeah, dude. No, it was crazy because that valet is just so high traffic. Like, lots of people exit that valet to go like walk
To
other
go
places
walk
on
the strip. They got the bridge over the strip right there.
and it was
Like,
just nonstop people
Oh, yeah.
back and forth right there. Like, yeah, it was.
I mean,
hilarious,
that's
dude.
the place to be is Caesars.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, no, it was crazy traffic.
But Circa does look cool. But one of the things that we discovered also at Circa was Gage's attitude towards baccarat dealers.
dude, this
It
lady,
was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
this lady wanted the smoke, dude. Like,
Tell everybody about that story because
So-
that's one of my favorite moments of the trip.
so when I was back there 2 months ago, I played, and it was the same dealer, Chinese lady, sweetheart, whatever, right? I'm sure we would be friends other places in life. Everybody knows my love for the chinitas. Okay, that's Spanish for Asian girls. But everybody knows my affection for them. Not when they're dealing me cards and trying to fuck me in the ass. That's when I get pissed. So anyway, she was okay. So I always, I'll give up a little bit of my technique. I try to always have a bet on the tie, because at least if it hits tie, you win, but you get to keep your bet on
It's like an
banker or
8 to
player.
1. Yeah.
It's an 8 to 1, and it's insurance, because if you don't bet that,
Yep.
you lose your whole shit. So it's insurance, whatever. I had an extra, so it was a commission table. So for every $50, it's 5%, whatever that is. So anyway, you end up with a bunch of dollar, 25-cent, and 50-cent,
Yep.
chips.
Yep.
And so I'll just burn those on my tie bet just in case it hits, because then that's high leverage. Like, I don't care about them, but if it hits, then
Then you're
make
good.
a bunch. So anyway, this dumb bitch is telling me I can't bet my extra $3 on Ty. The minimum bet is five. I bet 13. And she's like, no, that's what you need to pay your commissions out of. I'm like, lady, you can get me change if I win and you guys get a commission. And she started giving me shit like she had last time too, 2 months ago. And I know she remembered me 2 months later.
Oh yeah.
And she was doing the same thing. And I was like, I just get so pissed. I'm like, I'm not playing this game with you. Go get the pit boss right now,
dude. And this is where it got super funny for me and Aaron, because we're watching him play, and the pit boss is a chick. It's a girl.
Like,
so she comes over.
Couldn't have been 25 years old. Do you think?
No, 100%.
Young lady.
Young lady.
And the dealer is, I don't know, Asian. So she looked 30. That means she was 68.
Yep,
so.
Exactly. And so the girl pit boss goes back. And she's just like, it's kind of whatever. Just let him do it.
She didn't want the smoke.
No, she didn't
even
want
say
the
anything.
smoke. But the thing is, what she did is she talked to the dealer and then went back and got this burly, like, Mexican dude who was the other pit boss to come replace her. And she switched him spots because of Gage.
Interesting.
So
Gage
funny.
is the real pit boss.
Yeah.
That's right, dude.
That's
Dude,
right.
That'd be kind of a sick job. Just go around freaking making sure everybody's got your money. No, but yeah, I got so pissed. And then the chick didn't even say anything. She just looked and she just like nodded. I was like, okay, are we good, dude? Like, am I allowed to bet more money?
Yeah.
Is that will you please take more of my money, Circa Casino?
Yeah, when she went back and talked to the guy, she like pulled him in close, and I don't know what she was saying, but she was pointing at Gage and being like just shrugging, just kind of rolling her eyes and shrugging, and the dude comes over and is just looking at Gage's hand. So
I was
funny.
not having it. We had the Baccarat pit, we had the pit bosses on our ass that whole time.
Yep.
And then the best was Palms, dude. That was the
Palms,
craziest one.
dude.
Locked in.
What a great night.
Ripped.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll rehash that story.
Because we filmed the podcast, the first episode, before that night.
That was that day.
Yeah, that was that day. So we didn't even talk about the Palms experience.
Well, we'll bring everybody up to speed there. So we finish the podcast. We go. Obviously, we start at Caesars. We end up at the Palms somehow. Can't even remember how. We were up late. We go in there. I've got a $100 bill. I tip the valet $60. I've got 40 left. We put that $40 into a slot machine.
And why did we pick this slot machine in particular?
It had an Asian lady on it, obviously.
Correct.
And otherwise known slot machines as vending machines. That's what I call them. I'm
Yep.
just there to get my shit out of them. I'm not
Just get some snacks and go.
I'm order taking at the vending machine.
I'm putting my order
I don't
in.
chase money. I attract it.
So $40 in there. On the last roll, I had 80 cents left or something like that. I was about to be bust on that slot machine. It hits for 200, so it spits out 240. We're like, okay, obviously we know what to do with this amount of money.
Correct.
Go to the Baccarat table. I put in 200. You guys stake me for 200, so we're at 600. And I proceed to just go into
You went ape on a whole table.
legitimate flow state, dude. Like, it felt like at the end of it, I'm like, how long was I at that table for? Ethan's like, 30, 35 minutes. I was like, dude, that felt like I was there for 4 minutes.
Gage turned into Bradley Cooper from freaking Limitless for a second, dude. It was so funny.
And then a bunch of Asian dudes next to me, old grandpas, dude. Like, look like they've been playing Baccarat since they were 4 years old.
Oh, yeah. And they probably have.
And they do all this shenanigans, like freaking folding the cards and taking 13 minutes to look at what their card is to flip it
And
over.
like holding the cards like even together and then splitting them apart and then throwing them.
Shenanigans, dude. I just get the cards, flip them over. I won again. Thank you.
You were Gage was pissing these two off. It was so funny.
And then they were dumb. They were betting against me. Like, if you find somebody that's really like hit a streak, especially on a game like Baccarat, where it maybe seems like they have figured out what the cards are doing, you generally don't want to bet against that person. So anyway, long story short, turned $600 into like 1,900, and we're like, all right, what else we got to do? We're like, we got to get out of here. That's what we know for sure. We can't give this money back to them.
Yep.
And
Got some McDonald's on the way out. It's kind of sick.
Got some Mickey D's. I got some fries.
One thing about that table before we continue, I told Aaron this. Do you ever meet someone or see someone in real life and you're like, man, that dude had a rolly backpack in high school? Because one of those dudes showed up at the baccarat table and was constantly betting against Gage and lost every time.
And you kept saying this over and over again. He actually had a rolly.
No, he didn't have a rolly
Okay.
backpack. He just looked like a rolly
Like,
backpack
okay.
type of dude. You know what kind of person I'm talking about, right?
All right. You kept saying that, and I was like, I never even
Well,
looked
I
over at
nicknamed
him.
him Rolly
Not
Backpack.
because
Got
he's
it.
Asian.
No.
but
Oh, he's
kind
the
of
only white guy there, wasn't he?
Panda bear type human.
Yeah, yeah.
being.
Yeah.
Not because he's Asian.
No,
Which he
no,
was,
he
but-
was, but not that.
He was one
just,
of those where they're like bred into incompetence.
Got
where
it.
They can't even
So
walk
they-
down a hill. They just roll around.
It's like in Wall-E. Have you seen that
Uh-huh.
movie where
Yeah, he's
everybody's just
Wall-E.
in
100%.
wheelchairs?
No,
So
that
sick.
type of guy, and he shows up to the table, bets against Gage nearly every hand, and loses
Silly goose.
every time.
I saw him pull his backup chips
Oh, yeah.
out of his pocket.
Oh yeah,
He was not happy.
he was
about
very
that.
angry.
It's a silly goose. And it's hilarious because I was not clocking any of this. I was just looking at the board, looking back at the dealer, looking at the board, dealer.
Oh yeah.
I didn't notice what anybody else was doing. Yeah. it
Also
was-
at Palms, the commissions are super light.
Yeah, yeah,
They don't
they were
care
low.
at all.
Yeah.
Like
No.
pretty chill team. Couple Hawaiians as pit bosses, so they don't care at all.
Locked in on
great.
me though. They're like, "Who the hell is this?" I think I lost the whole 30 something minutes. I lost like one or two hands at the most,
Yeah.
and like was hitting ties left and right. The one tie that I bet big, I hit, and that's when we got
Oh,
out of
that
there.
was so
I bet
crazy.
whatever. I think I bet $50 on a tie, something like that. I can't
Yep.
remember, but yeah, fun time.
Just visiting the ATM really quick at Palms, and then
So we get out of there, and we're like, you know what we've never done, any of us? There's a Trump hotel in this bitch. It's got to be awesome, right? We go there, not awesome. No casino, crazy. Like if you've got a gambling problem and you want to just avoid
stay at Trump, dude.
avoid the pitfalls of Las Vegas, go hang out at Trump. It's going to be a bunch of 45 plus businessmen and ladies that are just there to freaking stay in a hotel and do nothing else.
Oh yeah.
We were like, there's no casino in
Just
a
far
Trump-
enough away
far
Oh,
enough
yeah.
that
away.
you don't really want to go anywhere
Yep.
if you're staying there.
Hotel's amazing. Looks like it, would be everything's gold and chandelier and
Smelled like they had a buffet going at like
Oh, yeah.
10 a.m.
sure.
Oh
when
yeah.
we pulled up.
Yeah. So, which turned out to be in our favor because eventually the odds turn and you lose your money. So we got there. By the time we leave there, it's like 2:00 in the morning. We're like, we're tired.
We're like, we're going to bed.
Let's get out of here. So we just took a quick tour of the first floor of the Trump Hotel. We weren't there 15 minutes.
Nope.
We're
And
like,
we
all right,
dipped.
well, we saw everything there was to see here, I guess. I had no idea. And there's probably going to be people laughing at us like, yeah, dumbass. That's like the Trump Hotel's famous for that. I was like, I didn't know a hotel could exist. You go into a Best Western and there's slot
Oh, yeah.
machines racking up.
They've got a
dude.
whole room for it at any motel
Gas
you go to.
station,
Oh yeah.
like everywhere is a casino in Vegas, so I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I know for a fact in Atlantic City, the Trump Taj Mahal, like that's how Trump made the bulk of his money in the beginning of his career. Is he built that hotel, bankrupted it, so he didn't have to pay anybody who built it. Just crazy move.
Crazy behavior.
And then just started printing cash at
Yep.
like way his cost on that thing came way down,
Yep.
obviously. So it's very strange that in Vegas
There's no.
there's no casino there. I wonder if there was one at some
Yeah,
point.
and maybe
took it
they
out.
just moved it or something.
Maybe like when he became president, they were like, I don't know. I would love to hear like
Yeah.
what the story is on what happened there, or just never was there. He's like, oh, I just want a hotel. I've had friends that stayed there. They said it's like the most amazing place to stay. Like your room is immaculate. They like bring you free shit the whole time. Apparently it's awesome,
That'd be tight to stay there.
which would make sense because you're probably paying a boatload for a room that doesn't have
Oh
a
yeah,
casino. So
that
they
doesn't
gotta
have a casino.
track
You're right.
people somehow,
And then on our drive back from there to your house was another interesting experience because we drove through Chinatown in
Yes.
Vegas, and Chinatown in Vegas is
Huge.
massive.
It's 3 miles
It's
long.
massive.
Yeah.
And I mean Chinatown meaning Chinese, Japanese, Korean,
Everything, yeah.
Vietnamese,
They should-
every ease you could think of.
They should just call it Asian town because literally within Chinatown, there's Koreatown, there's Thai town, there's like everywhere.
And we're talking like this surprised me. It was like full on Asian banks. I mean, you obviously have Asian restaurants and Asian massage and
Bank
all
of
that
China,
stuff.
dude. We were
Bank of
like-
China was right there.
That should
yo.
be there. Like,
Hey, yo, wait.
seems like sleeper cell situation going on
Oh,
this
for
street,
sure.
dude.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
Yeah, no, I couldn't believe some of the stuff. And then every time we thought we were out, we're like Taco
We're like,
Bell.
oh, it's done on this street.
We're like Taco Bell, dude. We're out. We're into white people. Nope.
Next, full business park full of
Yep.
just Chinese places. And you're
this
like,
is
okay,
crazy, dude. Like in Utah, the Chinatown is
2 streets,
about the size
maybe.
of our office.
Like a
dude.
city block.
Yeah.
It's not even that, dude. Yeah, it's not. It's
It's like a little complex.
It's
Yeah.
a small shopping center.
And you get a
Very
couple Asian markets here and there, but
I'd go there to buy wonton wrappers.
great,
Nice.
dude.
Couldn't find them
Really?
anywhere else.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
Of course. Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
interesting how Chinatown exists.
Everywhere.
There's not like Mexico town or
No.
Israel town. Well, I guess all of America might be Israel town, but
Yeah, no, it's weird.
It's wild.
Every major city across, I've been to so many across the U.S. has a Chinatown. So,
Oh, yeah.
listen, good on them. Very industrious folks over there, and
Better than communism.
Like, dude. And then like everything's cheap there too. I don't know if you've ever been to a grocery store in Chinatown. It's like reasonable pricing. You're like, holy shit! All this was $98. Like
propaganda.
I was telling Aaron as we were ripping around in the R8 and we passed through a little bit of Chinatown, that in the DR, if you don't think all of us would eventually get to Chinatown and just throw down like maybe $100 American and come out with like 3 fake Diesel watches, couple fake Rolexes, fake Ray-Bans, and fake Jordans, and then still have $80 left over, you're crazy, because that's exactly what we did.
There's Chinatown in DR.
Oh, is there ever?
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere you go.
You know, the wildest thing is when you go to a fried chicken place in the DR and there's a Chinese person serving you the food and they are speaking better Spanish than you. And you're like,
That's a glitch in the matrix
yo,
for sure.
what? It's genuinely one of the most shocking experiences because it's like Spanish with a Chinese accent. Can't replicate it, but it is actually insane.
They're the coolest people, dude. They just are. Like, I don't know what to say. They've taken over. They're
They're everywhere.
They're taking all the white dudes.
Oh, yeah.
All the Asian chicks are taking all us white dudes, bro. But no,
Minus 2 of us.
no, that was
Just kidding.
Of course. You two have very white, wonderful wives that are awesome. So,
Oh, man.
yeah, dude, that was nuts. Like for real, no exaggeration. It was probably a good like mile and a half
Oh, yeah.
stretch of street on either street where we're like, holy shit! Like,
And it went deep on either side of the
Yeah, yeah.
street, too. Like,
yeah.
it was crazy.
It was dope, dude. No, it's we could sit here and talk Vegas all day long. It's
Oh, yeah.
definitely the most interesting thing about all of our lives for sure. So
For the next little bit. It's our current hyper focus.
but yeah, man. No, we got back on Memorial Day to grind out a little bit. What else do we want to talk about, dude? Started working. Dealing with some crazy customers here. I don't know how interesting that is to talk about. Freaking, yeah, home service. But I'll say this. Let's zoom out here and talk macro. If you're thinking about starting a home services business, make sure that your stress tolerance is just 10 out of 10. Don't do it if you can't handle that, because like you're constantly just dealing with people that are the second somebody spends any significant amount of money on their house, and by significant I don't even
Anything
that's-
over $500, it
It's
seems.
over $1,000.
whatever
Yeah.
they
Whatever
think is
exactly.
significant.
Yep, exactly. Like all of a sudden, every little thing. Their house was a piece of shit before, and they didn't care. They lived there for 40 years without
Haven't
a hitch.
thought about any of this
Everything
stuff,
was
no
fine.
matter what it is.
All
No
of
matter
a
what it
sudden,
is.
they're spending $9,000, and every little thing better be perfect. It's like, dude, do you know how much we've improved your home? Like,
And
you-
and a lot of times it seems like the job was done correctly the first time,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just have like little nitpicky
Yep.
things that they're like
Yep.
a little iffy on for some reason.
And then they want to change something. Then that change that they wanted made isn't what they thought that it was.
Yep.
Now they don't want that no more. Now they want it back how it was. It's like, so it's all the fun stuff about dealing with homeowners. But yeah, just make sure, any business for that matter, freaking make sure your stress tolerance is through the roof. I always tell everybody, if I had known, if somebody would have been able to impress upon me how difficult it was before I started, there's no way I would have done it. 0% chance I would have been like, it's too much stress. I'm glad I did it in hindsight. It's fun. I get to work with whoever I want. I have certain freedoms that nobody else maybe has if you're working in a job. But boy, dude, there is some serious trade outs to that shit. It's like,
Yep.
yeah, like having a customer threaten to sue you over nothing or this and that, and it's all noise. None of that's real either. Money's not real, and nor is like negative energy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we've had some problem customers we're dealing with, which again, that's also like, you got to be grateful for that type of stuff, because that's why there's money in what we do. If it was
That's why not everyone does it.
yeah, if it was easy, then
Everyone would have a home service company.
Nobody would want to do it. So, but yeah, man, just trying to get our lives back a little bit to normal. Get this cheddar so that way we can go back. Like I tell these boys, all our job is to use the business as a vector for money to just go have fun. That's the whole point of life. I freaking still haven't talked about my accident. We'll do like an episode.
Oh, we'll do a full
dedicated to that.
dedicated thing to that.
I came like within an inch of my life and realized like money's not real. All this bullshit that all of us think we care about does not matter. Our whole, like, all you want to do when you're hurt like that, I didn't walk for 13 weeks, is to just go back to having fun. It's all you want to do. So yeah, that's all that freaking matters in this life. Because yeah, if you're not, nobody ever is on their deathbed and is like, oh dude, I had too much fun, I sent it
No
too
one's
hard.
ever sent that. No, but no one's ever said
It was
that.
too good of a life, dude. I didn't spend enough time working. Nobody ever says that.
No one's ever said that
I wish
once.
I would have worked more hours, dude. That would have been tight.
I could have produced so much more shareholder value.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
I could have increased KPIs so much more in my life, dude.
Nobody ever says that. Everybody just thinking about all the good times they had. And here's the weird thing about good times. It's usually centered around you doing nothing, right? Like camping out in the woods with your family. Most fun you're going to have. Like whatever. Run around doing bullshit in Vegas. It's all basically not doing anything. It's just like doing whatever you want in that moment, So that's the whole goal in this life, to me anyway, is to just like have as much of that as possible. I don't have, like, these dudes, I say this to you guys all the time. These dudes that are like, oh, I'm going to work until I'm 88.
I don't understand.
Like,
psyop.
You're a dumbass. Yeah, exactly. Your mind has been corrupted into thinking that being a slave for the banks is cool. It's not. You're dumb. Like, don't do that. Work as little as you make, the amount of money that you need to make to not do any of that shit. And then, like, you can work at the things you want to work at.
Yeah.
It could be freaking gardening in your backyard.
Building cars. It could be whatever you want, dude.
It can be whatever you want, but
Because that's not really work once you get to that point.
AI OnlyFans pages for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
Oh, man.
Before the podcast, we were talking about, since my Instagram is blown up, I'm getting like all kind of crazy stuff. And there's this dude on there that all he does, he lives in Thailand with his boys. There's like, I didn't say that part. There's like 3 dudes that he works with. They've got the craziest computer setup you ever saw in your life. And they build fake OnlyFans models with AI and whatever. And that's how they pay for, like,
That's wild.
these dudes have all the money, bro. Like, you see their Instagram and you're like, holy shit. And the thing is, too, I was explaining to these guys, in Thailand, there's like an access where like everything's cheap as hell until you get to a certain amount of luxury. And then it's like 10x what it is in the US because it's so hard to get over there, And they're living in like this. I mean, I've looked at it. Airbnbs over there for like a legit mansion can be like 10 grand a night.
Whoa.
I'm like, holy hell, dude! Like,
Jeez.
the amount of money these guys must be making to freaking do that.
You could get a penthouse in Miami for a week and have less than that.
Yeah, I don't. It's not the life.
Crazy talk, dude.
It's not the life I would choose.
Holy
but
cow.
It was a crazy thing to have pop across my Instagram. And then the funny thing is too. So any time he's not talking about work, all of his posts are an Asian chick fake choking him, and then the caption says, "If you see an Asian chick trying to kill me, don't stop her. I'm exactly where I want to be." He's got probably 100 posts. That's all they say. If he's not talking about the business,
crazy
that's
rage
what his posts say. It's so funny. It's
Brand building.
dude.
That's building a personal brand right there.
You gotta spam what works for you, dude.
Speaking of personal brand, this was crazy. A guy I know from the gun company, he started a merch business, just does crazy stuff, buys crazy cars, is in Japan all the time. A brand wanted to collaborate with him, which will segue into something I want to talk about later. But an energy drink brand wanted to collab with him, and he's all into like the whole goth side of that. Like all his pictures are goth girls with guns and cars and all that stuff.
Cool.
They came out with an energy drink that's flavored. The name of the flavor is Goth Girl Spit.
All right, I'll try it. I'm not going to promise that I like it, but I will try it.
But probably one of the most insane. He's kind of same way where he's like don't bother me. I'm exactly where I want to be, type of thing. But he came out with that.
We'll line it up next to the
Girl Spit right here.
Saratogas.
This is a preemptive sponsor. We're going to
Absolutely
go ahead
wild.
and we're going to run an ad for Goth Girl Spit
Oh my
energy
gosh,
drink.
it'd be so funny.
It's probably delicious. I don't know. Somebody send me one and I'll try it live on camera.
I
dude.
think it's flavored like White Monster.
That's cool. Hey, listen. Basically, I
Tough.
mean, that
Crazy.
makes plenty of sense. That's probably what those girls kind of at least smell like, dude. They're probably drinking them. Have you seen
They smell
dude?
like.
Have you seen when Theo Von talks about Monster on Joe Rogan? He's like, I forgot what they say, but Joe Rogan's like, yeah, it's a big sponsor for the UFC, and Theo's like, yeah. Monster is also a big sponsor for guys who want to beat their wives. And he's like, I'll drink one, and even me, dude, it kind of makes me want to go home and just punch.
I saw a reel the other day where it was this kid turns 14. His dad's like, all right, it's time for you to try your first White Monster. And the kid takes one sip. He's like, wow, this makes me want to work construction and beat my girlfriend. And then it cuts off right there. so funny.
It's so great, dude.
Crazy. But
oh, well,
speaking of which that segues in.
speaking of
Brand
White Monster,
sponsorships.
yeah, what about them?
I mean,
Oh.
I was telling you about this. I did some research on it.
Okay.
With Instagram content, really over 10,000 followers, you start to get into a new threshold where the algorithm pushes your content more, first of all.
Okay.
And that's, that has kind of held strong through all the meta updates.
And we're at like 37,000.
And we're at 37,000. So
Haven't advertised a thing, which I think like
is crazy.
plays to our favor.
Yeah. And you kind of have hidden a little bit, you're not brand sponsored or anything yet. But the thing with that is, once you get to, and this is according to a bunch of people, once you get to 25,000 followers, you enter a next kind of echelon where Instagram starts putting your content out like nearly twice as much as it does with 10,000.
Okay.
And it just is pushing your content because it sees that you've gotten from 10 to 25, which is a big jump.
Yeah.
And it wants, people are clearly coming to you. So it's doing that. Brand sponsorship that we got. Reach out to. Have they talked to you yet?
Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this. Hilarious. Okay, so this is gonna be my response every time too. So they hit me up. It's for
Because we talked about it last time. It's for the patriotic.
overalls. Okay,
Overalls,
we did
yeah.
talk about it, but they just hadn't hit me up yet.
Yeah.
Cool. So they hit me up. They're like, "Hey, we'll send you free overalls. Do a post." And I was like, I may have already said this, just to repeat it. I was like, "Great, I'll do it, but I want 15% of the gross sales to anything that gets driven over to like my branded landing page or whatever the unique one is that
Yep.
we would know it came from us."
Like kind of an affiliate type deal.
Exactly. I want an affiliate deal. 15% of basically. I want a 15% commission of anything I sell. Whatever you guys normally were going to do, it's fine. I don't need anything. It's your business, right? But I want a 15% commission of anything I sell for you, which you're dumb to say no to. And then I think what probably got him is I was like, and I get to say whatever I want. And Like, I don't change anything. If you like my page, like, that's what it's going to be about. We don't say anything or do anything crazy, but it's like, just so you know, like, that is what it is.
That is what will happen.
And if you hate it, you can pay my $1,000 delete a post fee, and I'll delete it. And that's going to be the policy for any brand sponsors, because we got to deter people, like, trying to tell us what to say or do.
Yep.
And I'm not going to do it for free. And they're like, they hit me back. They're like, no problem. We're not going to move forward at this time. And I hit them back. I'm like, yeah, dude, sorry. A free pair of overalls just ain't quite going to cut it for me, dude.
Yep.
So we'll see what else comes through. But I'm not even – my focus right now is just to grow it as big as possible.
Then they can't say no.
And then whatever comes. I don't care. But I think, like, the longer you go, the bigger stuff you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's kind of like – I'm a brand virgin, right? They're like, hey, this guy's never done anything before.
Yep.
Or done the lowest amount of stuff. And then, like, it's good to be selective anyway. We're not just going to take anything anyway, obviously. Like, oh, yeah, let me throw on your overalls and freaking dance for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would fit into a post, but all right.
No, pay me,
Pose
dude.
with the raptor or something?
Pay me money, or else I am not your bitch. I will be your bitch for money and money only.
And money only. But Saratoga, Celsius.
Yeah, speaking of.
Let us rock, dude.
Yeah, maybe Celsius would get. I mean, Saratoga's a little too refined. They might hate me, but that's okay. I drink this shit. This is like okay. Now we're gonna get into boring stuff. Now I'm gonna talk about my actual life and what I believe in this world. I went down the microplastics rabbit hole and got scared, and don't want plastic to be in my ball sack because that's terrifying. And so I started only drinking out of Saratoga. Cost me about $600 a month to do that. Pans out to about $15 a gallon, which is completely insane. But it's so good, dude. I'm hooked now. Like, I will Saratoga could make me homeless, dude. I would spend my last $500 on good water. I can't imagine something that's more important than the water you put in your body. So I was like, look, whatever. I'll just YOLO this $600 a month until I can't do it anymore.
It's crazy. It's like you built a company about water, too. That's really weird.
And it happens to have Easy Rain colors, which is interesting.
That's right.
The cobalt blue, they call it.
Oh, yeah.
But
it was pretty funny watching you in casinos and restaurants whip out the full Saratoga bottles, dude.
Yeah, everybody's like, "What the hell?" Yeah, everybody always comments on that too. They're like, "This dude just pulled this out of the restaurant. Like, what is going on here?" But and this is funny too. A homeowner pointed this out to me. My last name's Fitzwater, and I own a water company. Hilarious. It's called the Faded Name.
That's how we know that it's Gage's Matrix that we're in. Dude. Again, just another sign.
We're just in it. So, well, sweet dudes. Let's wrap it up there. Good talking to everybody. Niche down. Money's not real. Peace.